Okay, so quick question. Have you ever really thought about how you walk? I mean, really thought about it? Probably not, right? But what if I told you that simple, everyday thing you do without thinking could be silently setting you up for some serious pain down the road? Well, today we're going to dig into a really cool idea that literally starts from the ground up to protect our long-term health. So let's just jump right in with a big question. What if your shoes could fix a problem you don't even know you have? I mean, think about that for a second. What if they could be more than just, shoes? What if they could actually be a personal coach looking out for you?
It sounds kind of crazy, but the reality is, for most of us, our own walking style is a hidden saboteur. It's working against our bodies day in and day out. This whole idea of incorrect walking posture, it's this massive issue that almost nobody thinks about. But trust me, the damage it can do over time, it's pretty wild.
All right, so let's really get into this. This is what we're calling the unseen saboteur. And this is where the core of the problem is. We're talking about something that affects millions and millions of people, but because you can't see it, we just don't do anything about it. Not until it's way, way too late.
Just think about it for a sec. When your knee starts hurting or you get that nagging back pain, what's the first thing you do? You focus right on that spot, right? Maybe you ice it or stretch it. But here's the thing, that pain is usually just the symptom. It's the smoke, not the fire. The real root cause, the hidden culprit, is often something way more fundamental. It's how you've been walking every single day for years.
And this is the real kicker. It's the heart of the whole problem. I mean, sure, you can stand in front of a mirror and check your posture when you're just standing there. But when you're actually walking, how in the world are you supposed to know if your foot is rolling a little too far inward or if your heel is hitting the ground at a weird angle? The answer is, you can't. It's a total blind spot.
And this is so important to understand. We're not talking about some big sudden injury, like a fall. No, this is about slow, creeping damage that builds up over years. It's death by 1,000 paper cuts, really. So by the time that chronic pain shows up, well, the damage from all those years of walking just a little bit off is already done.
So if we can't see the problem ourselves, what are we supposed to do? Just wait for the pain? Well, this is where it gets really cool. This is where technology can step in and basically give us a pair of eyes that we don't have. Or maybe a better way to put it is a coach. A coach that's right there in your shoe with you on every single step. And that brings us to this amazing concept, smart shoes. Just imagine a piece of tech that does way more than just count your steps. Forget step counting. This is something that's actively analyzing how you walk, your gait, your balance, how your foot hits the pavement, and then gives you real-time feedback to help you fix it. It's all about walking better to protect your whole body. Okay, so how would this coach in your shoe actually work? You might be thinking it's some super complicated sci-fi stuff. But what's so brilliant about it is how simple the tech really is. Let's break down the tech. So, what are the shoe's senses? Well, tucked inside the sole, you'd have just a few key things. First, pressure sensors that can feel exactly where you're putting your weight. Then, a little motion tracking chip, an accelerometer and gyroscope, just like the one that tells your phone which way is up. It tracks your foot's angle and movement. All that info gets crunched by a tiny processor and then, boom, sent over Bluetooth to your phone. It's simple, it's lightweight, and it's super effective. And all of that creates this amazing, powerful feedback loop. It's a really simple process. Step 1, the sensors feel your footprint. Step 2, the motion chip tracks the angle. 3, that data gets sent to your phone. 4, the app analyzes your whole gait. And finally, step 5, your phone gives you simple little alerts. It's this constant, gentle cycle of correction happening with every single step. And the best part? You barely have to think about it. And we're not talking about some complicated data readout here. The feedback would be super simple, really actionable stuff. You might get a little notification on your phone, or maybe even a gentle buzz right in the shoe itself. Something like, hey, adjust your heel strike a bit, or try to shift your weight more evenly. Just tiny little nudges that help you build much better habits over time, almost unconsciously. So this all sounds pretty cool, but who actually stands to benefit from this? Who would use it? Well, this is where the idea goes from a neat concept to something with a massive, real-world impact. Because this isn't just for tech geeks or gadget lovers. This is for, well, pretty much everyone. I mean, the possibilities here are just huge. For an athlete, this could be a total game changer, helping them tweak their form to get that extra edge and prevent injuries. For older folks, it could be an absolutely crucial tool for staying steady on their feet and keeping their mobility. And of course, for anyone recovering from a leg injury, or honestly, for anyone who just wants to prevent future pain, it's an incredible proactive way to take charge of your own health. And that's really the whole point, isn't it? A small step can protect your entire body. We're talking about making these tiny, almost unnoticeable adjustments to how you walk. But when you multiply that by thousands of steps every single day, those little corrections add up in a huge way. They protect your ankles, your knees, your hips, even your back. It's a small change for your foot, but a giant leap for the long-term health of your entire body. So I want to leave you with this final question. In a world where we track literally everything, our sleep, our heart rate, how many calories we eat, doesn't it seem kind of strange that we don't pay any attention to one of the most basic things we do? Walking? So would you wear a shoe that coaches you? It's a fascinating thing to think about. Thanks so much for tuning in.